Kama daktari wetu aligongewa na alikuwa analea mtoto sio wake, what about me? Me and that lady, we were never married. We have found out that women choose the people to sire children with.
We don't really believe in DNA. Like unaangalia tu hivi mtoto unaona anakaa babake sasa huyo ni babake.
That day that comes when you need a kidney. And then you think only my child can save me. Then it doesn't match. And that is the time you know kumbe mtoto sio wangu. You will actually die because of stress other than the kidney itself. As a woman, you should pray that your husband never find my content.
What's up, beautiful people? How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing great because I am doing great myself. Jamani guys, Niko hapa living property, jamani guys, and I want to tell you guys, it is actually our new baby in town. Do you want to invest? Do you want to settle? This is the best place to be, jamani guys. Hapa nakuambia mashamba ni very, very affordable. So come with me, you see what we got for you in here. Woo, woo. Hey, jamani, mali ni safi huku. Just check. So guys, this is episode 9 and this is how episode 9 looks. Hey jamani, Team Karosoni umesema hii kipindi tunasukuma hadi tumalize season 1. I love you guys for that. I love for the support that you guys have shown me for the, hata kunisukuma na kuniambia Karosoni you can actually do this, asanteni sana. And today's episode jamani, I know you know this face. Pale TikTok tunapelekwa mbio stories za DNA, tunaambia watu wafanye DNA because kuna kitu ilikuja kutokea pale juzi. But before we go to that, allow me to introduce today's guest. His name is Dr. Peter. Hello.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
I'm very fine.
You're well?
Yes, I'm well.
You okay?
Yeah,
how is everything going?
Yeah, everyone keeps asking me if I'm okay, and I want to confirm today that I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine?
Yes.
That is good to hear.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. We have never... But I told you look so familiar. Ama nakufananisha na mtu fulani.
My father had 3 wives, so probably, maybe, but we have never met. Today we are meeting for the first time.
For the first time?
Yes.
Kwenye mko na kuria mahali? Would you have a kuri in your family?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then aku confuse na mtu fulani. Kuna kitu alinifanyia. One time I'm coming for you. Anyways, karibu sana kwa the CS show.
Yeah,
it's an honor to have you.
Yeah,
feel comfortable, feel free.
Yes.
Yeah, we love having guests around here.
I am glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. So for me, I know you from TikTok and because of what actually trended the other day.
Okay.
But definitely I know my viewers and also people would like to know more about you.
Yes.
Apart from Dr. Peter, who exactly is Peter?
My name is Peter Ngumba in full names. I am a certified medical laboratory technologist. I do medical tests. That's majorly what I do. I come from Nyandarua County.
Okay.
I have a clinic in Zambezi.
Okay.
Yeah, where we run tests and we also have a pharmacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kumbe ni mtu wa mtaa.
Mimi ni mtu wa mtaa.
Wewe ni mtu wa kwetu.
Yeah.
Zambezi ni nini? Sigona, Limuru.
Yeah.
Kenoite 7 nini? You get it?
Yeah, yote.
Okay.
Yes.
Also unakuanga Zambezi, you have a hospital there?
Yeah, I have a hospital there. We actually launching we had a pharmacy and a lab. Now we are launching a full hospital in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
So umelelewa Nyandarua?
Yeah, Nyandarua. Kipipiri constituency. I know people know a guy called Kemunya. Because one time he sold a hotel somewhere. So that is my place, Nyandarua County. I went to school there. I also went to my college I did in Kisumu.
In Kisumu?
Yeah.
What were you studying there?
I was doing medical laboratory science.
Okay. Oh, now what exactly
I'm
now you're
practicing
doing
right
now?
yes.
How is it taking you so far? How many years now?
In real practice is from 2020. Yes, but I started this whole thing in 2016, and
Okay.
so far so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ukasema utafanya stories za DNA ndo sasa utaspecialize nazo sana sana.
No, actually, you see, DNA imekuja juzi.
Okay.
If you look at my TikTok and what I talk about mostly, I used to talk about STDs mostly.
Okay.
And that's majorly what I'd been focusing all around. Then a guy one day came and he asked me to swabs za kutoa mtoto DNA. And that's where the whole idea started of DNA.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had not interacted with DNA before.
Okay.
That was my first time, and now it has become a household. Leo kuna jamaa nimepigia simu akaniambia, siku hizi wanakuita daktari wa DNA. Yeah, it's just great.
How is it? Oh my God. Me for real, I have so many questions in my mind right now.
I'm going to answer all
but we're going to go slow.
Yes.
Because I know, see, tunasianga tu DNA. So maybe you can start by maybe telling us what exactly is DNA. Yeah, and yeah.
So DNA is your, it's called deoxyribonucleic acid. It's
called what?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
What?
That is what forms your cells. That is what is inside your cells, okay? So how does DNA come about? So a sperm, it starts from a sperm and an ovum. So an ovum has 23 chromosomes, a sperm has 23 chromosomes, okay? So when they merge together, so that you can form a cell has 46 chromosomes,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
So that is where the DNA comes about,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So 23 you're given by your father, 23 you're given by your mother.
Okay.
So if you give, let's say I'm your son, if you are the mother and you give me 23 chromosomes,
Yes.
so I have a copy of you.
Yes.
So if we do DNA, we are checking the original copy with this photocopy.
Okay.
If we did a photocopy of a paper, we expect that paper to give us the exact.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, there's a difference between a DNA differs because your genetics are not the genetics of your sister, your brother, even if you share the same parent. It's the same, just the arrangement is different.
Okay.
Yes, but the arrangement is different, but it's the same thing.
Okay.
But you don't share the same genetics because of how they could be arranged.
Okay.
Okay. The only people who share DNA, ati ukiweza gongewa na kazini yako identical twin,
Yes.
jua.
Yes.
So those are the only people who share
Okay.
exact same genetics. But our watu wengine, they have a different. So that is basically the what we talk about DNA.
Okay.
Yes.
So when can a woman do DNA?
Yes, a woman, anyone
it's-
can do DNA. You can do a DNA, it's called maternal DNA. That is between a mother and the child, right?
Okay.
Paternal DNA is between the father and the child. Then there's something called grandparentage DNA. If your parent have died, we can be able to know, do you belong to your grandfather? So we can do grandparent, grandchild. Okay. We can also do siblings, two siblings, because they share the same genetics, just that they are arranged differently.
Okay.
So we can be able to tell if you are siblings. Okay. And also we're able to do, I've said, an uncle and niece or nephew. Yes. And also there's a DNA that can be done when the child is inside the womb.
Okay.
Yes. So you use the mother's blood and the father's swabs.
I have a very, I'm asking because what, so why, as a mother, why do I need to do the DNA? Kati mimi ndo nimebeba huyu mtoto.
All right. So there are a few things that could happen. I know you're a mother, so you have experienced that whole process. So you see, when some people give birth, see, a child is taken away and waoshwa and stuff like that. So children might be exchanged.
Yes,
This country, sometimes it gets weird.
Okay.
So that's one instinct, okay?
Okay.
So the other thing is, let's say as a lady, you had two men at the same time, right? I've also found cases where, let's say, you've stayed with a guy.
Yeah.
This guy is not making you pregnant.
Yes.
So at one time you're like, let me go out there and check myself. I had such a case like just a few weeks ago. A woman goes out there to check if she's fertile, and she gets pregnant. alafu akikuja hapa wamepatana na mzee, so you really don't know if this child belongs to your husband or to this side guy. So at that point you could do a DNA.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I think mostly in Kenya, the DNA inakuanga tu majorly for men, just to confirm if they're actually the biological dad to this kid.
But when you go to court, you know, in terms of court, we want facts. So if, let's say, you're having a dispute and you want to do a DNA, the court allows that the mother does the DNA, the father and the child.
Okay.
That we are 100% sure. This child belongs to this woman and this child belongs to this man. So that after that, the court is able to know how to move forward. Yes.
Okay. Hey, so mbona umekuwa ukipush sana watu wafanye DNA?
I found it very fascinating. Until that guy came into my lab. Before that, as I've said, I wasn't even interested. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's just like in our colleges in this country, the machines to do DNA are only found in a few private labs currently, but before zilikuwa tu Cambry and government chemist. Okay. So even in school, you just do the theory. That's how the theory part is.
Okay.
But the practicality of it, some people might leave this career without experiencing it. So I was that person. I had not experienced it before. But now when this guy came, I found it very fascinating. I actually told him, I'm not going to charge you for these swabs. Just go, do the swabbing, do the test. When the result comes out, siwa utakuwa umeiona.
Yes.
Upitia hapa kwangu, so that I can be able to see what is this DNA actually in real paper. So that's what he did, and it was negative. Now that negative, that you are excluded. You always write, when you are the father, we say you are included. When you're not the father, we say you are excluded. So it was written there in bold black colors. XXX, you are excluded from being the biological father of this child. Now that was fascinating for me. I was like, damn. How many people out here wamekelewa mimba and they are comfortably raising children that are not theirs? And if there's a best platform in this country that can push in information, it's TikTok. And so I was like, if this guy, he had, you know, when you see kugongewa, you might think mtu anagongewa juu hana pesa.
Yes.
Ama mtu anagongewa juu akona pesa.
That's true.
But I've come to learn that unaweza gongewa anywhere, whether you have the money or don't have the money.
That's true.
So at that point I was like, I'm going to push this information out there. It's good to know.
Yes.
That was my first instinct. My first instincts za kwanza zilikuwa ni watu wangapi wanagongewa hapa nje. Then I met another guy in Nakuru. He wanted to put his children on his trust. Right? So at that point, the lawyer told him you should do DNA. So now that one changed my perspective about doing DNA. So someone wants to do DNA so that they can put their children on their trust. Now that one also, I found that one very interesting. So those are, maybe basically that might be a reason why people do DNAs.
So let me ask you, at what age, mtoto, like, at what age do you think a kid or whatever, like unakonga like na age limit, like ama like any time hata mtoto akizaliwa, like you can do the DNA hapo?
We talked about when the woman is pregnant. So you start from 8 weeks.
Okay.
8 weeks of pregnancy, because in the blood of the mother, you're going to find some information about the child.
Okay.
So you start doing DNA at 8 weeks. And then you can do that even if you're dead, and you can be able to find your bone, we can do the DNA. Yeah.
You keep on saying, like, swab.
Yeah, swabs.
What's that?
So we want to get your cells.
Yes.
We can get your cells from swabbing your mouth. The reason why we do swabs is because it's easy. It's easy to extract cells from swabs. Okay. If we say that we can extract a cell or your genetics from your bones, from your hair, what else? From your skin, from your nails, or even from your blood. But it's quite, extracting a cell from hair is quite a process. Okay. And if swab is easier and it gives you the same thing, so sisi tunatakanga kitu is faster. Yes, but you see things like forensic, the things used by DCI, DCI can collect hair.
Yes.
They can collect bones. Yeah.
Okay.
But the swab is because it's easy. Yeah.
Let me ask you, how much does it cost to do the whole process, and like how long does it take before the result like Zitoke?
All right. So it cost around, as we're charging 17,500. I think it ranges from 15,000 all the way to 17 or 18, depending on where you're doing it.
Okay.
That is per head. All right. You can do your own DNA.
How?
So see, we can read your genetics. It's a cell. We are reading genetics from a cell, so we can be able to read your genetics, your DNA alone, and then we do a DNA for your child, and then we compare.
Okay.
So we can be able to do. So that's why we are saying per head, because you can do an individual DNA.
Okay.
That is why if you do one, and let's say you have one child with this woman, you don't have to repeat when you get a child with someone else.
Okay.
So you just use this, and then ukipata unafanya, hivyo hivyo.
Okay.
Yes, so it takes around a day. It's depending with workload. Kama sisi saizi, because of workload, it takes around 14 days. 7 to 14 days.
Okay.
14 days is the maximum number. Because even you find even in government, because of workload, it takes around 14 days. But within a day, within the new technology, within a day, you could have your report.
Okay.
Yes, because it's a process of like 3 hours or 4.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you think whatever you're doing on TikTok imeanza kuempower watu? Like kosa watu wako woke ama tu wako ile tu story ya ameacha hiyo story kai.
Yeah. That's why I keep saying as a woman you should pray that your husband never find my content. Because my content is it's quite an eye opener.
Yeah.
And I don't think I hold information. I give information quite blank. On the mtu anaweza, I interpret complex laboratory result into simple things that people can understand. And some people say I go into details, but I love, people don't think that you can understand doctors, that only doctors can understand themselves. You should be able to go to the hospital. Keja daktari anakuambia, you should be able to understand. That's why I try to empower people with knowledge. So kutoka nianza kufanya, people now, men are more aware. And I think what walikuwa nadhani doing DNA is a complex process, an expensive process, and it can only be done when you want custody.
Yes.
There's something called you just want to know. It's called I'm forgetting the name, but you just want to know personal knowledge. You can do DNA for personal knowledge. Unataka kujua kama watoi ni wako. So men are happy that women who have already messed up are quite sad and angry. But whether you are angry or not, I am the man.
Hey, unaharibu boma jamani.
Siharibu boma. As a matter of fact,
Unatengeneza.
The woman decided to destroy her marriage the day she decided to cheat on a. You might think that men don't like children. We are fed information out here that men don't like children. The people who genuinely want to have kids, because I've seen the first time I did a DNA, I thought that guy was gonna be happy that I am not the father, so hiyo muzigo imeondolewa. But you see the sadness in their face. They're like, I really did want that child. And I've come to learn that the hard way, because now that I did my own child, I had a daughter. And I don't know, daughters and fathers, they have a good relation. So me, I was like, I already have a daughter. Hii mambo ya kupata watoto, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
And you see, there's no criteria of getting a daughter.
That's true.
It's just a probability and mambo ya Mungu tu. So going back there, you don't know, utatoka na kijana ama utatoka na msichana.
That's true.
And it's quite sad.
What pushed you?
It's the same thing. Let's say, you see, like the way you have cameras around here, or the way you have your phone.
Yes.
Let's say you take pictures of other people.
Yes.
You're the one taking, so you're like, why don't I take myself? That's the same thing with me. I do DNA with other people. Why don't I do mine?
Did you, like, ulikuwa unamshuku ama like where?
You see, me and that lady, we were never married. I've never been. Nasikia watu wakisema I'm married. I am not married. Jesus, I'm not married.
Okay.
It's just a situation that happens in this town where you meet a chick, you have some good times, she gets pregnant, and you're like, I'm gonna man up. Let me be around for this child. And so that day, I think I didn't plan to do it. It's just like, I can do these things. Yeah, I'm doing for other people. Why don't I do for my own? And I told the mother, and we just did. And she was quite nervous, but I think the nervousness, she also came to say that she had another guy. And you cannot blame someone for having other people because you're not legally, you have not defined this relationship. Yeah. So I think kwa akili yake alikuwa anajiambia, this is the best guy for my child. He seems quite responsible. Maybe I have a future, I don't know. So mimi nikaambiwa, wewe kijana, you want to beba mzigo. But when I told her I'm doing, she said, I also would love to know. So I don't know if she knew or she didn't know.
Maybe she was not sure, maybe.
Hapo labda atujibie. and I also do sperm analysis. Okay. So at one point I had checked myself to see if I am najua pia unaweza kuwa unapiga blanks hapa nje. So at one point in around 2022 I decided to check my sperms. They turned out to be okay. So yeah.
So how was the bond with your child, with your daughter?
It's quite fascinating because as a first time being called, I've never called anyone dad or father or something. So now you're finding a small girl calling you Baba. For me, it was a new thing, but I was feeling it was quite odd because it's first time nasikia jina in my around me now, someone addressing me. So nilikuwa tu nishaanza tu kuzoea pole pole. The relationship was good. Me and the mother, we were cooperating quite well. Yeah.
So how is the bond now?
We talk.
With the kid or the mother?
Both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we talk. But I'm still processing. I mean that now I'm in that stage of it hurts. Before it was like I was blocking that kind of thinking, like this thing has happened, so I was blocking. Now I think it's coming to me pole. Yeah, because I wanted a girl child. Now I don't have. Now I would have to go look for another. What if I just get boys?
Hii story nasao ni kama Afro cinema. But then mimi naonanga hizi vitu kwa movie. We?
Yeah. And then you see people don't come out that vitu kama hizo zilifanyika. Ati uligongewa, you are raising someone else's child without your knowledge. So I think the fact that I'm talking about it, people think are more aware. Then they are like, kama daktari wetu aligongewa na alikuwa analea mtoto sio wake, what about me? Yeah.
Hapo najua kuna watu wataamka. Kuna wanaume watachangamka.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, guys, allow me to remind you that actually this video has been sponsored by Live In Property. Na wako na mashamba pale Kitengela, Konza, Rumuruti. You can actually call the number down there because you can actually invest these people. Usikubali kudanganya na osa mabadi wako. Sawa, mwambie kwanza kuinvestie ndio sasa uweze kufanya mambo mengine kadhalika. What's up, beautiful people? How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing great because I am doing great myself. Jamani guys, Nico hapa living property, jamani guys, and I want to tell you guys, it is actually our new baby in town. Do you want to invest? Do you want to settle? This is the best place to be, jamani guys. Hapa nakuambia mashamba ni very, very affordable. So come with me, you see what we got for you in here. Woo, woo. Hey, jamani, mali ni safi huku. Just check. Hadi na sweat. Niko ile space ya, do you know, we Africans, I don't know, we don't really believe in DNA. Like unaangalia tu hivi mtoto unaona anakaa babake said, huyo ni babake.
See, now that is a problem. If I give you, let me see. If you start looking at something, like I think a good example is a child. If you start looking at them, you look at yourself and you look at the child, your eyes might lie to you that actually this child is mine. If you continue looking at them, no kijambianga, this child is mine, unaanza kubelieve this child ni kama hii macho ni yangu. And then when your friend comes around, this child looks like you. So you start believing, okay? But when it comes to me, mimi ni mtu ana deal na science and biology and genetics.
Yes.
And I put all those things to the table. I'm going to disappoint you or I'm going to make you happy.
So what? Wanaume. So watu wacha kupima na macho.
Yeah, wacha kupima na macho. It's the same case as HIV. Wacha kupima na macho. Just know, and women should not be angry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, women are very annoyed by the fact that ukimwambia unafanya DNA mtakosana vibaya sana, and when it comes out that he is actually the father, now she's gonna use that
again.
Sinilikwambia, so you don't trust me. Is just if you know he's the father, you should actually have confidence.
Yes, exactly.
You should actually confirm. Yeah. Because it's for your own peace.
That is true.
Yeah. And then I feel like if a guy does DNA na apatie mtoto ni wake, they're like, hapa stoki kwa hii noma. I'm with this kid until the day I die. So they even become more responsible. So if you deny them, if he tells you he wants to do DNA and then ukatae, now things are, then he's going to start doubting you. Yes.
So there's something that you have mentioned about when you actually ulijua mtoisi wako, ukaanza kusema kuna possibility maybe the lady or the mother to the kid alikuwa ameona potential kwako.
Yeah.
Because honestly speaking, she knew what she was doing. So nile tu kuwe kuona who might be.
Yeah.
So venye alichoose kukuja kwako, it's because number one, maybe aliona future or anything. So do you think women tend to get pregnant for people that they see potential with? Or wanaekila responsibility to the person that they think they can be responsible even if he's not the father?
As a matter of fact, I don't know what criteria women use to choose the father of their children, because in my opinion, as a woman, you're choosing the best thing for yourself. As a husband, you will choose the best for yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I would wonder why you would choose your husband to be your husband and not him to be the father to your children. You see, that one doesn't make sense to me, why they do that. But we have had stories out here. Women can only women can answer this question. Because we have found out that women choose the people to sire children with depending on how handsome he is, how tall he is, and how moneyed he is. Those are, I feel like those are some of the things they weigh to choose a person to sire children with. But mimi sijui wanaangalia nini. Honestly, I don't know what women are looking for, because for me, it doesn't make sense. You choose yourself a good husband, but not to the father of your children. So, hapo mimi sijui. Hapo siwezi wajibia.
Ni ngumu kuongelea. Kwa sababu mimi nashinda sasa nitajitetea aje ama nitawatetea aje.
You find sometimes you sired with me, the first child, the second child you sired with someone else. You see, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, Hapana, ni juu niko yo space ya, okay, first of all I have a child, and the person that I have a child with is not my husband or my boyfriend. So and I know definitely I'm going to get married and get another child.
Yeah.
So we cannot have that conversation of I did not choose the right person.
Yeah.
Because even him, he had a choice of not having a kid. Unaget?
Yeah.
So I feel also hii conversation ya dem ndo anafaa kujua he's the husband or whatever. I feel like it's supposed to be like a balanced thing because hata wewe, for example, in Kenya, we have, actually Kenya it's actually the highest in the number of single women.
Okay. Yeah.
Single mothers, sorry. The question is why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You understand?
Yeah.
The question is why? Why is it that way?
I would feel like those are relationship matters.
You see?
Umetafutana imekataa kuwork. But you see now, that's difference with choosing the father to your children.
Can I tell you the truth? We never, okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking about what I know. No one in this earth anaendanga kupata mtoto akuwe single mother ama single father. True or not?
Yeah,
because you give actually, you choose to serve for that person because you see a future with that person.
Yeah.
It does not work out, si lazima. Unaget? It does not put us or you in that place of you did not choose right.
Yeah.
Unaget? Yeah.
There's also one thing I've also realized while doing this DNA that women will notice. And I don't have a contraceptive.
Yes.
I've been with this guy for a whole year, 2 years. This guy is not getting pregnant. He's not getting me pregnant. So they will choose to go out there and have someone else get them pregnant. But that one is not justice. It's not justice because don't choose for me what I would want.
That is it.
And then people think that you can only get pregnant by sleeping with someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, there are sperm banks out here.
Yes.
So some people are going to justify that the reason why huyu si baba ya huyu is because this guy cannot sire children, so I decided to go and pick for myself.
Okay, that's wrong.
Yeah,
Okay, first of all, that's wrong.
Yeah, because there are other options. Yeah, and therefore women will justify that by saying, I'm protecting his ego, I'm protecting my naficha uchi wa my household. But when it comes to me, I'm gonna reveal the truth and you're utawachwa.
Okay, now let me ask you, because now we are talking about that specific thing. What do you think someone should do? Someone is married to their husband. They cannot hawezi pata mtoto. So what is supposed to happen in that scenario?
First of all, before we reach up where husband cannot sire children, they would bypass that. So you basically you start by testing. You see, there are tests that you should do before you get married. People talk about HIV, other genetic condition like sickle cells and stuff like that. Those are serious things that you should do. One other serious thing that could break your marriage is the fact that a person cannot give you children and you wanted children.
Okay.
That's a real breaker. So before you get into that marriage, kwanza enda ufanyiwe sperm analysis. Sperm analysis checks if kwanza uko na sperms, are you having fertile, good sperms? If you don't have sperms, you better ujue mapema before you get yourself into that. So you tell your wife, I don't have sperms. Okay, hii report imetokea sina sperms. Okay, HIV is an issue. You can live with the partner when you're HIV positive. Now, can you live with me and I don't have, and I can give you children? Right? Very nice. So after that, now you can uingia kwa ndoa vizuri, and then everything is going to flow.
When you say, okay, me I just want to know now because you're here. When you say that I don't have sperms, like literally, like there is no sperms. I'm like they're just not active.
You don't have sperms. You can be born infertile. Whoever owns sperms, cancer. You see, there's a problem. There's a notion out there. Just because you're ejaculating, you have sperms. Sperms are produced in the testicles. Semen is produced in your prostate glands. Okay, so if you kufanyia vasectomy, which is a safer method of contraceptive. If we do a vasectomy, we are cutting sperm kutoka. Sawa? So, but ejaculation, you are still ejaculating.
Okay.
But now that is the case when you are born without sperms. You are ejaculating, but you don't have sperms. That is one notion. Okay? You were born without sperms. Okay. Number two, you you got blockage of tubes. See the way women have blockage of
Yes,
tubes. It can happen to men, all right?
Okay.
The other thing is you got some STDs, such as gonorrhea, chlamydia, and they interfered with your sperm production.
Okay.
I know hormones, when we talk about hormones, we only talk about women, but men have a hormone called follicle-stimulating hormone, and also they have luteinizing hormone, and they have testosterone. Luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone, they harness your testicles into producing sperms. Okay, so if you don't have these sperms, you're not going to produce sperm. If you don't have these hormones, you're not going to produce sperms.
The sperms,
And there's something called anti-sperm antibodies. Okay, so antibodies, it's a fascinating idea. You should listen. So when you have a bacteria, we call bacteria as antigen. Antigen are foreign things into your body. Examples of antigen are your bacteria, viruses, and fungi, right? And toxins and stuff like that. So when they come into your body fights them by producing antibodies. Okay. So there's also something called privileged cells. Okay. Your eye.
Are we guys together? Team Karosoni, are we together?
So you have privileged. There's something called immune system. So how does immune system form? You have natural immune system. Natural immune system. Wachana natural immune system kidogo. Nitawapoteza nikisema natural immune system. So when you grow, as you grow, your immune system recognizes whatever you are born with as self. Okay. Anything that comes into the immune system is called an antigen. Right? And then you have privileged sites where your immune system has no eyes to, right? And that is in your sperms, the synovial fluid that exists on your joint. Your immune system does not have a clue that you do have it, but your body does know you have it.
Okay.
So when blood finds your sperms, because sperms develop after 11 years, so you are not born with them, okay?
Oh, they develop after 11 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not like women. Women are born with eggs. That's why we say you are as a woman, you are as old as your great grandmother, because you were born ulikuanga tu all through.
Okay.
So you see, you've been sperms zimekuja. So they are new things. So your immune system does not recognize them. So it forms, if blood goes and sees it, it is through the blood, something like white blood cells, that you're able to form antibodies.
Okay.
So these antibodies are going to destroy all your sperms, because sisi hatukujui. Hata ukiweza ingia hapa na hatukujui. It's like a threat. So it runs them dry.
Okay.
So that's another way you might end up not having sperms. Yes. Mtu anaweza kosa sperms.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Mimi mtu akisema, okay. I'm learning a lot. Yeah. So, hey, hata sijui ni sasa tunarudia wapi juu sasa I'm lost kwa hiyo conversation ya me for real. Kwa akili yangu when you say that a man cannot whatever, cannot bezipatiana mimba, mimi kwa akili yangu was like he can but they're just not active. I didn't know that someone cannot have sperms.
Yeah, you can lack sperms entirely.
So that means that they cannot have a kid kabisa.
Kabisa. But we can clone them. We can clone you from yourself. We can get a cell from you and make a you.
What do you mean?
You see, sperms are it's called haploid. Haploid, they have half the genetics, okay, and an ovum has half. So when you combine them, that's 46.
The 23,
then
23.
And then when and then from there, see, it starts multiplying. So if we pick a cell from you, see, it's 46.
Yes.
So we can multiply that one within favorable conditions, and we form you. That's why you hear people say, Michael Jackson was cloned. It's the whole idea of we get a cell from you, we give it favorable conditions, and it will multiply. Actually, at one point, you see people say that recipients and things cannot give birth. You can take an ovum there and an ovum here. Those are X and X, combine them together, and you have a kid. Yeah.
But let's talk about those X and Y chromosomes.
Yeah.
So why? Okay, first of all, why do? Because me, I believe it's an African mindset because I have not seen this thing in Nokomaju. why is it that you'll find like families, for example, wako na watoto madem peke yake. Unapata the husband puts the blame on the wife.
Okay.
From the little knowledge that I have, I know that mwanaume ako na X and Y.
Yes.
Dema niko na XXX.
Yeah.
Why is it like they lack knowledge or what could be the problem? Because unapata like mwanaume ata anaweza piga bibeke because apati kijana.
Yeah.
But this man definitely, clearly does not have the knowledge.
All right. So women, as you said, they have the XX. So women don't determine. The word determine is a big word to use because nobody determines. It's a God thing.
That's true.
But now men, they have the X and they have the Y, right? Many people believe, so I feel like it's because the woman Diana, and tuseme a bad word kuzaa, anaona, jamaa anaona ni kama we honizali kitu yenye mimi nataka. Sawa. But the man does not know that there's a science that says that the Y chromosome dies faster than the X chromosome, right? So that's why they say that if you want to have a boy, you have sex on the 14th day when we are ovulating, because the Y chromosome, the sperm that has the Y chromosome is gonna swim faster. So ipate mayai before the mayai dies within those 24 hours. So they also say if you want to get a girl, so you count 5. See, it's the 14 days, the ovulation. You count 5 days, and you have sex on that 5th day, because sperms have a lifespan of 5 days. And they also say that in that chance, you're going to increase the chances of getting a girl. But it doesn't work like that. The whole idea of getting a boy and a girl is a God thing. It's a probability thing.
Because nilikuwa nasikia story mingi watu wakisema tukitaka kupata boy make sure umekula sijui nini, unafanya sijui style gani. So I'm like, honestly, it does not work that way.
It's lack of knowledge. That is style na kukula is not determined.
And I feel like we lack a lot of knowledge, especially when it comes to boy, girl, that whole thing. So there's this thing that is happening. I know that you've seen about Kenya, imeraise kwa stories za kupata ukimwi. And actually ulikuwa umemention ukasema ni venye tu tunasemanga unapima tu na macho. What's your take on all that thing?
My take is getting HIV right now is your own choice. Hiyo ni kujitakia, because you have knowledge. As way back as class 6, ulianza kuambiwa HIV is a deadly disease, but now it's not a deadly disease. It's a manageable disease, okay? Because starting from next year, I think March, is a way better prevention of. We'll talk about PrEP and PrEP, but let's say this: HIV and AIDS is preventable. First of all, number one, know yourself first. You test yourself. Where jijue mimi niko positive ama niko negative, okay? Next thing is, can you test your partner, right? The other thing is, uko na condom. Can you use condom? And don't say that I'm anga latex, anga Sure. People say Sure is not a good condom, but you're very wrong. You have Sure. The other thing, you have a 200 shillings test kit. Hiyo ndio tu unashindwa kununua 200. And then there is PEP, there is PrEP. PEP is medication that you take after exposure. PrEP is medication you take if you know you are going to get entangled with someone who is a known positive. Okay. Or you don't really know say you are a sex worker, you could take PrEP ukiwa protected, right? So kupata HIV ni kujitakia in this age and era.
Kwanza Nairobi nasikia imepanda kupanda Mungu wangu.
And women lead in HIV infection, and you might ask, why do women lead and men do not lead? So you start with the fact that men have multiple partners. Wanaume wako na main wife, wako na gashugwa and somebody somewhere else. And men, you see, men to have sex is just a matter of vice. Women to have sex is a matter of kind of connection, right? So that's reason number one. Okay. Reason number two is a circumcised man has a high more chance of not getting infected with the HIV than who is not circumcised. Reason being, the fluids of the vagina are going to be stored on the foreskin. So those are going to increase the chances of you getting HIV, right? Then number 2 is the fact that when you're having intercourse, as a man, you're pouring the sperm into a woman. So if I even have 1% of this HIV, as a woman, huwezi kuepuka.
Yes.
But for a man who is circumcised, the reverse is, unless you have continuous sex with this person. Okay, that's why you're gonna find, as a man, you could sleep with someone who has HIV one time and never get. But as a woman, you do one time. And you get,
okay.
Right?
Okay.
So there's something else we are talking about. What is increasing the numbers in women? So when as a woman you are having sex, there's something. Lubrication is very important because it smoothens the whole process. Now, if that ends and then you get roughness, you get cracks. Those are immediate entry points of this HIV, right? So at that point, you have no option.
Okay.
Those are some of the things that, and also the fact that women get UTIs quite often because of change of pH. If the bacteria eats the vagina walls, those also, it puts tears and things like that, increases the chances of you getting the HIV. So that's the other thing. Those are main reason why women lead in terms of HIV, of HIV infections. Now, to talk about the raising numbers, ni mambo tu ya kupima na macho, and I feel like people don't love themselves as much. I've always stated this: if you want to have sex with someone, tumesema kwanza unajijua.
Yes.
And then if you can use condom, there are quite several condoms out here, and Sure is one of the best. It is it's approved by KEBS, all right, and it is free. Okay, so you have no reason as not to.
All right, so guys, let me remind you that we have an amazing offer this Christmas season. You can actually bring your family up at Tamarind Tree Hotel because of, if you book before 20th of December, you're going to get a 10% off for the meals and everything. Alafu niwakumbushe kwamba they have an amazing band coming in for you. It's called the Waiver Band. So come enjoy music, come and enjoy entertainment. And for your kids, they actually have Christmas Santa. They have amazing games, come a PS5. They have bouncing castle, trampoline. Mention it. They got you covered anytime, any day. Them should actually get to enjoy their free heated pool. So actually book your slot before 20th of December for you to enjoy all these things from Tamarind Tree Hotel. Alrighty. What's up, beautiful people? How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing great because I am doing great myself. Jamani guys, Niko hapa living property, jamani guys, and I want to tell you guys, it is actually our new baby in town. Do you want to invest? Do you want to settle? This is the best place to be, jamani guys. Hapa nakuambia mashamba ni very, very affordable. So come with me, you see what we got for you in here. Woo, woo. Hey, jamani, mali ni safi huku. Just check. Back to our conversation.
Yes.
Daktari.
So I was saying, this is the way you're supposed to have sex.
Okay.
Number one, you're not supposed to have sex in the dark. You need some light, okay? Why do you need that? There's something called warts. There's warts and then there's something called boils, okay? So warts are caused by human papillomavirus, okay? Human papillomavirus causes cervical cancer in women, causes penile cancer in men, and causes anal cancer in people Walebo, right? People who do that. So examine your partner. Angalia around the shaft if there's some very hard swelling, okay? That is what? It's going to give you some cancer. If you find these things, what wanasemanga ni homa hapo kwa mdomo, that is herpes simplex 1. If you find that in the private part, now that is herpes simplex 2, okay? So examine your partner, okay? Now, how can you prevent yourself from getting HPV and stuff like that? So get tested. There's a test called HPV DNA. It checks around 200 genotypes of HPV virus. So if you're negative for HPV virus, you're given a vaccine. Okay? So a vaccine prevents you from getting the virus.
Okay.
Sawa sawa?
Okay.
So never have sex in the dark. Examine your partner properly. Na usipime na macho.
Okay.
Then let's go back to the HIV part. So how we say you can test for HIV, okay?
Yes,
There are various tests.
Yes.
You can use the swabbing in the mouth. That is not very effective, okay? But blood is very effective.
Yes.
Why? Because in blood, we said, when you get an antigen, we said an antigen is a foreign thing, it comes into your body, produces antibodies. So those kits are either antibody-based or antigen-based.
Okay.
Antibody-based means they are checking the antibody in regards to the antigen that caused that antibody to be produced. Okay. If you're saying it is antigen based, we are checking for the virus or the virus itself. Very nice. So how many tests do we have? We have that blood, the test kit that you do at home.
Okay.
And then sometimes the test kit says ukieka damu 1 drop and then you put 2 drops or 3 drops. You should wait for 15 minutes and read.
Okay.
So some people find that after 1 hour, after 1 day, there's a line that is forming. You see the pink line that forms at the C? If you're positive, it should be vivid. You shouldn't be looking it against the light.
Okay.
Ni kitu unaona tu. Hata ukiwa hapa unaona 2 lines, it's going to tell you it's positive. Very nice. So that is the test kit. There's something called HIV ELISA. So HIV ELISA checks for antibodies or antigen, and its accuracy is 14 days after exposure.
Okay.
After umepata the virus, okay? So you can test 14 days and know if you're positive or not. The test kit gives you a span of 30 days, 60, 90 for confirmation. The ELISA one, you can confirm 14 days.
After, okay.
Then there's something called HIV PCR. PCR checks for genetics of the virus. Now that one you can check 7 days after you get the virus. Okay? That is why we are saying you have 72 hours after you have been exposed to take the PEP.
Okay.
So that you prevent yourself from getting the virus. Very nice. So how can you there's something else called I know people say discordant couples and stuff like that. So there's something called U equals U, because yesterday was date 1 is World AIDS Day, HIV AIDS Day. There's something called U equals U. So you see this PCR is checking the virus load in your body, because you're checking directly the genetics of this virus. So we are checking the viral load, right? People who live with HIV know that after 6 months you go for a viral load test. A viral load test checks easy ARVs unakunywa, are they reducing the virus in your body?
Oh, that is the what? What did you call it?
The viral load.
Okay.
It's called viral load.
Okay.
Why is that important for them to go? Because you want to see his ARVs wanakunywa, are they effective? Are they reducing the virus in your body? Because ARVs reduce the virus in your body to a limit we call U equals U, okay? Undetectable and transmissible.
Oh.
Hii part ya undetectable nataka tuangalie.
Yes.
It is undetectable through PCR.
What's
not
PCR?
Through hii yenye tunasema it is accurate at 7 days.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hiyo ndo PCR. So
Okay.
it checks for the genetics directly, the virus, the genetics of the HIV virus.
Okay.
So ukishafanya hiyo and it is very low, like you have 0 copies. Then you are positive, but you have 0 copies of HIV. At that point, you cannot transmit and you cannot be detected by viral load. Not test kit. Test kit will turn positive.
Positive, yeah.
Because it is antibodies. Antibodies leave you. So when an antigen comes into your body, masomo ni mingi.
Hey.
Yeah, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in.
Where?
So when an antigen comes into your body, it produces antibodies. Antibodies fight infection, and then you are left with antibodies for memory. That is why unapata sometimes you had an infection kama kahoma hivi, umepata kahoma tena, hujakunywa madawa na imeisha. It's because of the effect of the antibodies, because the antibodies have memory. They're able to recognize this virus tumekuwa nayo juzi, hii bacteria tumekuwa nayo juzi. So, but antibodies live in you.
Okay.
So when you test with the test kit, bado utakuwa uko positive. But kwa viral load, hauna the virus. But kwa test kit, uko na antibodies.
So that means that you can't transmit them.
Yeah, you cannot transmit. So even if you sleep with a negative person, you cannot transmit. That is only achievable if you are religious to your ARVs. Unazikunywa kila siku at a certain time without fail.
Okay.
By doing, that's why you find, unaweza pata, I'm living with HIV but I'm very healthy.
Yes. Nothing
is wrong with me because I've been able to reduce the virus in my body.
Okay.
We always say HIV does not kill, it is the opportunistic diseases that kill you.
Okay.
Why is that possible? Why are other diseases able to kill someone who has HIV? Because HIV attacks the main, ni kama Kenya to Al-Shabaab wa attack kama president. The cells are called CD4. CD4 ndo zinapeanga mwili information ya kuambia go attack that bacteria, go attack that virus, hivyo. So HIV attacks that cell.
Okay.
So when it is attacked, it cannot be able to give instruction.
Okay.
So when you get something like tuberculosis, now mtu mwenye anafaa kutoa hiyo direction, haezi toa. Now the bacteria multiplies and now it kills you.
Okay.
But now when you take your ARVs, your CD4s are protected, and by so doing you're also very protected.
Okay.
Yes. I would fail to mention that syphilis is a more bad disease than HIV. Syphilis can make you go mad. They have primary syphilis, secondary syphilis, and tertiary syphilis. Tertiary syphilis causes neurosyphilis, and you can go mad.
What do you mean can go mad?
Because it attacks your nervous system.
Oh.
Yeah, you can live with syphilis without you knowing. Syphilis is not like gonorrhea. Gonorrhea nakupea siku mbili and then you have yellow discharge, green discharge. But syphilis will only give you a chancroid on your private part. That is on your primary syphilis. Then after that, you don't have any symptoms. Umefika 30 years, umekuwa mwenda wazimu because syphilis attacks your nervous system.
That's under STD or
STD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases, let me just mention, we have HIV, we have gonorrhea, we have chlamydia, we have herpes, we have HPV, we have syphilis. Have I said hepatitis?
No, you haven't.
Yeah, hepatitis. Hepatitis attacks your liver. It destroys your liver. You turn yellow. The reason why you are turning yellow is because you have too much bilirubin. Bilirubin is what turns your urine yellow and your stool yellow too.
Guys, whatever he's trying to say is this, jikinge tafadhali, because
mambo ya macho.
After hii conversation kweli
Yeah.
Mungu wangu.
Yep.
Let me, how comes you have all that knowledge? Like it's a lot.
It's not a lot. You see like how you are able to manage your, let's say, what are you best at? Right now,
This what I'm doing.
Exactly. Yeah. You see how you're best at that?
Yeah.
No, me, I'm best at this because I do these things on a daily basis.
You do a lot of research, sindio?
It's not
like nichenye tu ulisomanga tu.
Yeah, it's the syphilis that was in 1990 is the same that is now today. So whatever I read there and I practice on a daily basis, iko tu kwa hii akili yangu. And then you see I teach people on these things on TikTok, so it's easier.
Kusaidia kukumbuka.
Yeah, inanisaidia kukumbuka. Yeah.
Leo Team Karosoni, we have learned a lot. Hadi nimebaki we.
Yeah.
Hey, kuna vitu baadhi sikuwa najua, ile tu kweli. I didn't know. Kwanza yenye umemention ya mwisho ni
hepatitis. There's a few hepatitis. Hepatitis, people who love to have sex when someone is on their periods, you might get hepatitis. Because hepatitis, you can get hepatitis from blood. Yeah. Najua nawaharibia mambo yenu ya conjugals, lakini stay protected.
Hey guys, please just stay protected.
Yes.
And only have one partner, man. Ay, man. Mbona umefanya hivyo uso? Allah.
You know,
you have
it doesn't mean that if I have two partners, I'm not protected.
No, please. I am saying stick to one partner.
Oregamas African,
hey.
you can still have two partners, get them tested, you know, and they should be faithful to you. The word is be faithful, okay? Be faithful. Actually not be faithful. Test your partner.
Mimi ni kama I'm done with this conversation. But hey, hata nimetoka hapa, by the time I'm done, kichwa changu nasikia imejaa with a lot of information na pia nashindwa. I think zingine sasa zitakuja like maswali baadaye because saizi I'm overloaded with a lot in my mind.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Aki, for coming, even for sharing that whole thing.
Yeah.
I know my people saizi wana watch kama wamefungua hivi mdomo, wameshanga kama tu mimi. I was not prepared for this, but I was actually waiting for us to talk about the DNA part. This last part, I was not prepared.
There's actually a lot. There's a lot of things people don't know. And I feel like now you see the way I've told you that information.
Yeah.
Ukienda hospitali usikie mtu amekwambia something else, you'll be like, ule kiongozi. You see, the reason why people come to our clinic, I'm not saying this just to advertise it. It's just because we have given you the information. Let's say tumekuambia ukiwa na gonorrhea, uko na yellow discharge, uko na painful urination, uko na abdominal pain, you're like, that is what I'm experiencing. So when you go to the hospital and upate mtu mwingine akwambie hiyo is not an STD, you'll be like, something, whatever you are saying, kuna mtu mwingine ametuonyesha practical, because that show people practicality. Wewe ni kama unanidanganya. So you see that kind of knowledge ukiwa nayo, Google, you do not need Google. You always have that information in your head.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think knowledge is power, because saizi si venye niliingia kwa hii, si venye tulianza hii conversation. I've learned a lot.
Thank
I know
you.
my team also, apart from kukaa kurecord, I know they have actually learned a lot.
Yes.
Ya kuna wengine walikuwa nataka kujua upati ya DNA, utawaambia like malipo ni wapi, wakuje lini wafanye DNA.
Yeah.
Ni wangapi mnataka DNA msijifanye? Wamesema wataki.
They say what you don't know does not hurt you. But now when that day that comes when you need a kidney transplant, and then you think, only my child can save me, then it doesn't match. Then that is the time you know, kumbe mtoto sio wangu. You will actually die because of stress other than the kidney itself.
So, Daktari, before we went up, I have a very interesting question. Not just a question, it's a riddle. Because nimekusoma, nimeona you're very smart. And your IQ iko top.
Okay.
For me to confirm that, I'm going to ask you a question, all right? It's a riddle.
Okay.
So, it's very easy. The riddle is, I come between 7 and 9, but I'm not 8. Who am I?
You come before?
7 and 8. 7 and 9, but I'm not 8. Who am I?
Hey, boy. I come before?
I come between 7 and 9, but I am not 8. Who am I?
Jesus.
Ni chemsha bongo, eh? Guys, I put them in the comment section.
Repeat again.
Oh my God.
Here we go. I come before?
I come between.
Between?
Yes, between. Sorry. I come between 7 and 9, and I'm not 8. Who am I?
Between 10 and between?
Between. Hili kali. Ile mwenye atafata hii. Hata team. Even on the comment section, guys, let me know what you guys think the answer is. I come between 7 and 9, but I'm not 8. Who am I?
Yeah, man.
I feel like a genius in this. Anyone? Huh? Number. Hakuna kuekelea, guess. Mwenye webu guess. I want to see how smart. Ngoja kwanza. Wewe umesema 7? Sawa. Anyone? Magaldem?
I come between 7.
I come between 7 and 9, but I'm not 8. Oh, ni kama anajua. Nastaki kumuuliza. Who am I? Imagine niko tu hapo.
Mimi by the way, sababu nao nilianguka.
Sawa. You know what the answer is?
Naweza kupea tu kijiji tu.
Huh?
Space.
Number. No.
A number.
No. Huh?
No, there's a lot of numbers between there.
No. I've said I come between 7 and 9, but I'm not 8. Who am I?
You can be. Koja. Mwisho tu mara moja ya mwisho.
So, I come between 7 and 9, but I'm not 8. Who am I?
Haiwezi.
Nasikia vizuri kuwasumbua kichwa.
Haiwezi.
Niwaambie.
Yeah.
Do you want to say? You don't know. The answer is and. Yeah.
I thought of that.
Yeah.
But then I asked myself,
It's and.
how can you have the answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, my Lord.
Imagine. Muna overthink. Katrina 79 imetoka wapi? Oh.
No, 7.5, there's a lot of numbers in between there.
Tusiende kwa DNA tena. Guys, allow me to finish this conversation. I've actually learned a lot. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Please let me know. Do you want us to bring Doc again and again and again? Maybe to a segment ya enlighten watu, because I feel this is not enough. We can maybe have, if they agree, that ndo mabosi wangu. Wataniambia if they enjoy the conversation. But if they have, we're going to call you back. We have maybe a topic, we talk about it, and then we see how we can do this, because knowledge is power. Tusilenge guys. Alafu mjipende, mjikinge. Haya, tunaingia msimu wa Christmas. Najua masama bado wanakuja, usikubali kudanganywa. All right, asante sana Doc for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love having you in the show, and also thank you for sharing the knowledge. Ungekuwa selfish useme tutawaambia do your own research, but for you to share the knowledge, we truly do appreciate.
Thank you.
So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Just to remind you that this video is being sponsored by Live-In Property. Wako na mashamba pale Kitengela, Konza na pia Rumuruti. You can actually call the number down there for you to book a land or even invest with them, because they got you covered anytime, any day. And also guys, tuna shoot hapa Tamarind Tree Hotel. They actually have an amazing offer this festive season. Just book before 20th of December. You're gonna enjoy a 10% discount on all the amenities here. They're actually gonna enjoy free heated pool. Also your kid anakuja enjoy games kama they have Christmas Santa, they have PS5, they have trampoline, bouncing castle. Mention anything that they got you covered anytime, any day. Again, guys, asanteni sana for watching this video. Till next time.